Hello and welcome to Cargo Masterminds presented by Cargo.one. Cargo Masterminds is our exclusive one-to-one weekly interview series with the leaders from the world's leading air cargo and logistic companies. My name is Reji John. Silk Way West Airlines was founded in 2012 in Baku, the capital and commercial hub of Azerbaijan and at the heart of the Silk Road. The Ambition Movers, as they call themselves, is the largest cargo airline in the Caspian region, operating a fleet of 13 freighters that include Boeing 747-400s, Boeing 747-8s, and a brand new Boeing 777 freighter that arrived earlier this month. The fleet expansion is intended to open up opportunities for Silk Way West Airlines to boost the volume of flights and extend its reach to additional strategic destinations, reflecting the growing importance of its home base of Baku as a regional and global transportation hub. My guest today is a cargo leader with over 30 years of experience, having worked with global transportation companies in freight forwarding and aviation. I am so happy to have Wolfgang Meier, CEO and President of Silk Way West Airlines, join us in this episode of Cargo Masterminds presented by Cargo.one. Wolfgang Meier joined SilkWay Group in 2016 and in 2018 he was appointed as the President and CEO of Silk Way West Airlines. Wolfgang Meier joins me from Baku. Wolfgang, welcome to Cargo Masterminds and so happy to have you.
Thank you very much. It took a long while until we both got together, but finally we both found each other, and let's have a half an hour good time in air cargo.
Thanks, Wolfgang. And let's start with the global air cargo market condition, which has been under severe stress because of falling yields, micro and macro factors, and the robust return of long-haul wide-body passenger flights with substantial belly capacity. What are your reflections and assessment of the current market environment and the freighter economics?
I have here two hearts beating in mind. When I go through the daily media, I would ask myself, what the hell, in which business I find myself in. Why? Because when you see the overall macroeconomics and also the geopolitical challenges, then it is really a kind of more negative picture we are drawing. On the other side, I do see my airline and the airline I'm running, we are fairly busy, and we are even fighting now to get some free slots to do additional flights, which is even hard for us internally to get them. Therefore, I'm really, on the one side, I see the macroeconomics. On the other side, I see our picture, and there is a difference to spot. And a difference to spot which leads me more to a more positive picture rather than to a negative picture.
Give us details of your annual cargo volume carried. I believe it is hovering around 500,000 tons. Do you expect with the additional capacity coming in, the volumes to go up significantly?
Yeah, thanks a lot for that question, because we were hovering around 500,000 tons. We moved 500,000 tons in 2022, and we are fully on track until now when we compare year to year, first 9 months 23 versus first 9 months 22. And there is an insignificant difference. When we would, without the 777, we would be more or less on the same tonnage turnover like we had seen in 2022 for 2023. But of course, we got the first 777 on the week before. We're going to receive the second 777 end of October. This will slightly boost our volume. So at the end of the day, we're going to be slightly over the 2022 figures in 2023. And I think this is a great result, I would say.
Let's talk about your fleet. You placed order with Boeing for 5 777 freighters April 2021, and you took delivery of the first one earlier this month. And you said that you will have the second one coming in October. What about the other 3? Are they Is the timeline for delivery as per the original plan, or do you expect delays?
We had a slight delay on the first two aircraft, which both are a little bit more than between 3 and 4 weeks delay. Fine, we have to manage that. The other three, they are supposed to come 2025, 2026, and 2027. And they are, for the moment, we don't see any reasons why they shall not be delivered on time.
And this is the first time that you will operate a much efficient, long-range, wide-body, twin-engine freighter. How important is going to be for your fleet modernization and towards your sustainability goals?
For us, this decision we took at the beginning of 2021 to refleet and to modernize the fleet, this is a decision, it's a huge decision for us. It's a decision it's a generation decision. This will, of course, when we received the plane in Baku and we had a small christening ceremony, I had a speech, and the headline of the speech was, "The future has landed." Yeah, and for us, it's a huge step into a modernized fleet, into to fully solidify our sustainable business model. Yeah, it is more than just receiving the first Windjet freighter. It is really the question for us for the future.
Your first B777 freighter has already begun commercial flight. Its first flight was from Baku to Istanbul, and this route was earlier serviced by your B747-400. As you induct the remaining B777 freighters into your fleet, do you plan to phase out your 747-400s?
I answer it a little bit different. First of all, we made the strategic decision to modernize our fleet. And as the years gone by, as time goes by, definitely one or the other 400 we will phase out. Yeah? When is this going to happen? This is a tactical question. The strategic question we answered. We're going to refleet and we're going to modernize our fleet. Okay? The second question is a tactical question. When are we going to phase out our 747-400? I would not outrule that we are going to phase out the first 400 during the course of next year. But this depends, again, this depends on market situation. This depends on the situation about the technical condition. Is it do we have a heavy check or not? Those are all components which play into the decision-making process here. But on the long run, more 400s will be phased out over the years to come, be replaced with more modern, more fuel-efficient, more environmental friendly aircraft.
Okay, and one follow-up question. Are all your aircraft in your fleet owned by Silk Way West Airlines, or is some of it also is leased?
At the end of the day, they will be all owned by us, as we have some of the aircraft are already owned by us, but we have finance leases running. So at the end of the day, we will be the owner of our aircraft.
Okay, we are still on your fleet. You placed orders for the brand new, but yet to be flying and still in the making production freighters of A350 and which is from Airbus and from Boeing, the 777-8F. Firm orders of 2 each and option for 2 more additional freighters, each from both plane makers. How concerned are you about the timelines of these 2 factory-built freighters, given the current backlog of deliveries, even for models currently flying, and the severe supply chain crisis within the aerospace industry?
This is a question to be answered. We could stay another 3 hours here online with each other. I have to refer again back to beginning of 2021, when by the way, we were the first airline who ordered aircrafts in 2021. Yeah, with Boeing. With Boeing, we were the first airline at the very beginning of 2021 when we ordered the first batch of 777. A lot of people have asked us why you go for the Airbus and why you even go then for the 777-8. The answer is very pragmatic. When you see the delivery slots of our 5 777, they are ending in the last delivery of the 777 order will be in 2027. And then there will be a gap between 2027 and the new orders of the 777-8, what we see. Because we also have the opinion we shall not be we never take all the aircraft from the first production batch. Yeah, we have a gap between of 2028 and 2027 and 2028, and those gaps we're gonna fill with a newly designed A350 freighter, and that is the reason why we saw a kind of a gap between the -8 or the 777-8 and our last 777 delivery. And this gap we used by introducing the A350 freighter. And when it comes to the 777-8, both aircraft, they're really convincing model. Yeah, in terms of fuel efficiency, in terms of environmental friendly, and all this stuff. This is very, for us, this is when we talk about today's aircraft, which are delivered, they're next gen. And when we talk about those aircraft, they are super next gen.
But do you have regular interaction with the OEMs, both Airbus and Boeing, in terms of the features for the new production freighters? Are there any concerns in terms of any delays in the proposed delivery in A350 in 2027 and probably by 2030 is the B777-8?
We are in regular contact with both OEMs. There's been a slight delay announced of the A350 freighter, which is not concerning us too much because we are not getting delivered the first batch of aircraft. Our two aircraft will come, so to say, with a second.
Okay, Silk Way West has been a Boeing operator since its beginning in 2012. What made you to go for an Airbus freighter?
I think I only explained that we saw this kind of gap between our last 777 delivery and our first 777-8 delivery, which the Airbus proposal just perfectly fits into our strategic plan on our.
Your current network is about 40 destinations. How and where do you plan to grow your network as the new freighters join your fleet?
We in SilkWay, we might have a little bit a different view when it comes to unlimited growth. Yeah. When we talk about the network, we have today around 40 destinations. Will it be 5, 6 more in the years to come? Probably yes. But at the same time, we also talk about the density of routes. Yeah, are we going for a geographical expansion, or are we going for to make routes much denser than we have today? And this is again a little bit a tactical question. Yeah, this depends very much on the market situation and the situation of the aircraft. Are they being delivered on time? Are we phasing out? How much of the 400s we are phasing out? And when we are phasing out, those are all tactics we then apply on a short and mid-term base.
Through 2023, you have made announcements of your route expansion to Saudi Arabia, to Los Angeles, in addition to your already established routes to Dallas, Chicago, and Houston. What is the evaluation of these routes in terms of performance numbers and load factors?
We are absolutely happy with both routes. I don't want to mention now too many details, but we started Los Angeles in summer. First flights were challenging, but then load factors are very much satisfying on those routes. And on our Mideast routes, we have a very strong business flow.
I believe your flights to India, particularly to Mumbai, they are not scheduled freighter operation. They are ad hoc charters and the ACMI. Is that correct?
No, it's not correct. We are on regular basis. We have weekly landings in Mumbai. It's only the question, are we there 2 times or 3 times? And by the way, the new 777 is coming tomorrow to you. We're gonna schedule tomorrow the first Mumbai scheduled operation of our 777. So this works. No, India is for us an important market, and it's a market which has a huge potential. Everybody can interpret their own visions into the Indian market. We started to fly there, and I'm absolutely happy.
Okay, earlier this year, you announced an MOU with the Nippon Express Group to develop and promote a strong air cargo transport volume. How was that partnership shaped up given the challenging global business environment and also against the background of Nippon Express Group acquiring Cargo Partner?
We have those agreements with most of our top 10 customers. Yeah. And Nippon is one of them, and so we are trying to be friends with with the big boys and with the small boys and with the medium-sized boys. We are not. We have a very pragmatic approach to our business. Yeah, and the relationship with Nippon, same as with others, I think is a quite good relationship. Coming back to Nippon and takeover of Cargo Partner. Of course, I think it's a very wise strategic move because Cargo Partner is a very strong player on the Eastern European market, which is set to grow in the years to come.
How do you think Silk Way West will benefit from the ALAT free economic zone, the first stage of which was opened in June this year? How important is this free economic zone for Silk Way West future growth trajectory?
It's going to be a really, I would not say a game changer, but it's going to be a very important component of our future strategic move. And you're going to see how this free trade zone will play an important and strategic role for Silk Way West Airlines.
Wolfgang, I'm sure with the modernization of your fleet, what are the markets and regions that Silk Way West is very bullish on and see great potential of connecting them through your hub in Baku, a very important logistic hub for global trade flow?
First of all, and you said that correctly, Baku is the center of our activities. Here we do run a real, yeah, and which routes and which density we will give them to those routes. This is more a tactical question. And that really depends on the market developments, not only on the type of aircraft, but as well how are our new products, how are our oil drilling products, how is our aerospace product, how they are being demanded by our customers. That also plays a very important role. I mean, we don't want to be the strategic planners in an white elephant building, but at the end of the day, it's the customer who very much demands where we are going to fly and how we are going to book, which density we are going to be. We don't want to sit in those ivory towers. We want to be close to the customers. And very often, and Los Angeles was a good example for that, very often customers give us the hint where to operate and where they want to see a freighter operator in a freighter operations of SilkWay. And therefore, we have to have our ears on the pulse of the market, of our customers' demand, and they're going to play a vital role in our decision-making process, which routes and which density we use to those routes.
Silk Way West has an extensive transcontinental network and the network is growing. Therefore, tell us about your digital transformation strategy and how robust is your digital platform with API connections to third-party booking platforms, allowing your customers a seamless and enhanced experience buying capacity on your network?
We were definitely not the front runners of this development. But we took the chance, we jumped on the bandwagon. Now we introduced digital bookings, not throughout the whole network, but it in a very fast pace. We are hooking more and more stations, more and more routes to the digital platforms. We have signed up now with 2 digital platforms. We might sign up even with a third one. That is again a tactical question, but the experience we have made with the 2 platforms is absolute positive, and that really gives us as well some good motivation to further embark on that on this route. Number 1. Number 2, when we talk about AI is gonna change a lot as well in airline business. AI is gonna make our decisions much better and much clearer and much faster. We have established the group. We are in negotiations with various partners. And during the course of 2024, you're going to see some good announcements. It is clear that AI will make some of our work much more efficient than it is today.
What else, as a final sign-off question, what else do you have in terms of digital transformation plans for your cargo airline as you operate a very modern fleet of aircraft?
There are not so many independent cargo carriers, all cargo carriers remaining on the market. Yeah, maybe you can even count them on one hand, and we are one of them. We're gonna have in the nearest future, we're gonna have one of the most modern fleets in the world as an independent cargo carrier. It would be stupid not to embark on AI, but having on the one side the most modern fleet. Therefore, AI is going to be a pillar of our new business perspective, and it's going to be a pillar of changing internal process. As I mentioned, we have formed the group there, and we're going to see some announcement already next year to come through, which shows first results, and we're going to see some first visible changes of our group.
Wolfgang, thank you so much for your time, and thank you for sharing your perspectives on Silk Way West Airlines and the global air cargo industry in detail. Really appreciate your time.
Looking forward to seeing you all in Baku.
That was Wolfgang Meier, CEO and President of Silk Way West Airlines. I hope you enjoyed watching this interview. If yes, please do like, comment, share, and recommend this series to your friends. And more important, if you're not a subscriber of our YouTube channel, please do subscribe now and click the bell icon so that you do not miss any of our new videos. An audio podcast of this series is available on Spotify and on Amazon Music. I highly recommend you to check them out. Join me next Monday for another episode of Cargo Masterminds presented by Cargo.one. Until we meet again, have a great week ahead. Thank you.